Amanda with StraightSmile Solutions, and today we're going to be talking about self-ligating braces. The brand name for this might be called Damon braces. You've probably heard that. People talk about, do you do Damon, But self-ligating is just a general term of braces that have a little door or a little hatch, as you can see right here, that snap close. So you can do this instead of having the little rubber ligature tie that you have to manually take on, take off every 4 to 6 weeks. Now, what's the upside of this? The upside of doing all your braces with self-ligating braces, and there are clear ones and white ones and metal ones, and you can get them in all different prescriptions, is that you don't have to manually go in and take the darn thing off and put the new one on every 4 to 6 weeks. Now that little rubber O-tie that goes on and off and on and off and on and off, 10 to 20 times during a treatment cycle, it degrades over time. And the force does not stay constant, so it cycles. And it's much healthier for a tooth to have a constant low-level force than a force that cycles, basically, that undulates. So not only is it healthier for the tooth and for the patient and more comfortable, but it also saves you a ton of time because you do not have to see this patient so often. And you don't have to have your staff or yourself do all this additional procedures on the patient. Saving chair time has a value to it. So theoretically, if you're using indirect bonding to place your brackets, so placing them digitally, ideally to the exact right spot, and there's no way you can do this with your eyeball as accurately as a computer can, and you're choosing your wires wisely, you can probably do a full treatment, and that's all the way up through rectangular, healthy, even steel wires if it's not a spacing case, and if it's not a huge case with a big overjet, or you're not doing distillation, like a regular class 1 malocclusion crowding case, just like run-of-the-mill easy case, and you can probably do this with less than 3 or 4 visits. 4 visits, I'm going to say. 1 to put them on, 5. 1 to put them on, 3 wire changes, and a debond. So that's 5 visits. So the actual amount of time the patient's actually going to be in your chair is probably, including put on, take off, and wire changes, maybe less than 2 hours the whole time. Now, let's compare that. And what's the value to doctor chair time? And if you're doing indirect bonding, theoretically, you're doing your doctor chair time from the computer. That takes you a few minutes. You don't have to actually place them. Yes, you have to do the debond unless you have a hygienist that can take them off. So doctor chair time might be 5 to 10 minutes. Staff chair time may be a little less than 2 hours. What's the value of that? What's your overhead on that? You should have an answer for this for every single office that you run. You should know exactly what your chair time, value is for staff and doctor. And you need to do the math when you're figuring out the overhead on these cases. Yes, these brackets might be slightly more expensive, but you will save so much money on chair time, doctor and staff chair time, that it makes it totally worth it. Now, if it's a spacing case, you're still going to have to use power chain. So you're still going to have to change the darn thing. So that may not work for this, may not save you as much time. But for a run-the-mill, regular crowding case, simple crowding case, you'll save like crazy amounts of time. So I think it totally makes it worth it. Anyways, hopefully you understand the value of this. Now, this may not be ideal for that 8-year-old who really wants colors, because they do have all sorts of things you can snap on the braces for colors and, bedazzle them. But for these, no, you're not changing colors. So, you can put colors over them, but it defeats the whole purpose of this expensive bracket. Very sophisticated. Anyways, all right, that's all about self-ligating brackets. Again, there's zillions of distributors of these. It's really not proprietary anymore. Damon is like the brand name, but there's all sorts of other ones that are just as good. Sorry. But visit my site, StraightSmileSolutions.com, to learn more about braces, which ones to use, learn more about indirect bonding, about saving chair time, how to be most efficient. And you can always schedule your complimentary consultation at StraightSmileSolutions.com. Every doctor is welcome to do that. And if you're interested in support on scaling your orthodontic systems and operations, don't forget to subscribe at StraightSmileSolutions.com/services/. All right, thanks so much. Bye-bye.